people can find you, and also make sure you let us know which student athlete your question or questions are for. Representing the Arizona Wildcats student athletes, Dalen Terry, Azulis Tubelis, and Umar Ballo. We will start the questions for the student athletes. Are we missing somebody? Oh.
Only two.
Okay, my mistake, sorry.
Good.
Go ahead. Start over here. Bring in the microphone. No, right here. Did you have a question?
No, I mean, is it you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Justin Spears from the Arizona Daily Star. For both of you guys, actually, earlier today, Sean Miller was announced that he was taking the Xavier job. Just your thoughts on for your former coach getting a new opportunity.
Man, that's great for him. Like, we all proud of him. He was proud of us for everything we did this year. I've spoke to him numerous times, and I mean, that's just real good for him. Man, he had a year off, so, now he's back to coaching again. He's going to be smiling. I'm happy to see him happy again.
Yeah, Coach Miller, he taught us a lot of things, and Xavier is lucky to have him.
Lena Washington, 12 News in Phoenix. If both of you could answer this, I'd appreciate it. I'm just curious what you guys are most proud of when you look at what you've accomplished individually or as a team. What are you most proud of when you look at this season?
I'm just proud of my team, how we're playing together. We share the ball. We're not selfish players, and that's why we have a lot of success this year. And I know, we're not done yet. We need to win tomorrow's game, and yeah. But I'm proud of my team. I love my team. I love being a Wildcat.
Dalen,
Just piggybacking off what he said, yeah, I love my team. We all just excited for each other, So I just think that's one of the biggest reasons why we do what we do on the court. It just comes with so much success that we all just love each other, and we just have good relationships on and off the court.
Nick King from 3TV CBS 5 in Phoenix. Dalen, I know you were an Arizona fan from the time you were a little kid. Did you have any moments yesterday, just your first March Madness experience and being in a Wildcats jersey and playing on that stage?
Definitely. Before they announced the starting lineup, I felt like a little bit of chills, and I was like, dang, this is what I've been waiting for all my life. I've been watching March Madness since I was in grade school, since I can remember. So it was just a good feeling to be out there and being part of it, knowing that there's a little kid that was in my spot before watching me now.
Alex Coyle, Arizona PBS. Dalen, what was the atmosphere like yesterday in terms of the fan support, and how did you guys react to that, and then what are you expecting tomorrow from the environment?
It was great. I felt like we had a lot of fans there yesterday. It was kind of weird at the beginning of the game when it wasn't nobody there, it just was odd. It was nobody there. It wasn't like there was other team's fans. It was just nobody was there. And then I look up 5 seconds later and everybody's there. So, it was great. And then it's great to be not in Tucson or wherever we're at, and I can go to the crowd and lift my hands up and everybody gets loud. So I just thank our fans for traveling with us.
John Titel from hoopshd.com for either of you. You played several tournament teams in the regular season who have great point guards like Hunter Maldonado at Wyoming, Kennedy Chandler at Tennessee, and Tiger at UCLA, and you did a good job of limiting all of them. Is there any special way that you're planning to deal with Mike Miles and TCU?
Yes, we'll do the same thing. We just had a practice. We went through their plays and stuff, and it's our coaches who does the job, and we just need to deliver. That's it.
Brian Peterson with AZ Desert Storm. For either of you guys, how concerned are you about the turnovers that happened in yesterday's game, or is that just a one-time thing, you think?
Man, that's behind us, turnovers that happen, they happen. So we was just playing a little out of control sometimes, but obviously we got the dub. It's definitely something we need to worry about for a little bit, but we're not going to lose no sleep over it, obviously. we got to clean that up if we want to keep winning these games. So it just is what it is. We got to get better.
Question, David Kelly, KVOA News 4 Tucson, for both of you, but first Azuolas. Azuolas, so many of you international guys did not grow up in this March Madness frenzy. So do you think you guys have a different calmness about it because you didn't have that hysteria of watching this whole tournament since you were 7 years old? And then for Dalen, do you sense that the international guys approach it differently because they didn't have that experience?
Yeah, you know, in Lithuania we don't have that that tournament, but when I was young, I saw a couple of posts when Sabonis played in Gonzaga and they lost, I think, in March Madness somewhere, and that's how I knew about it. But I didn't follow it. I didn't know what this is about. But now I just know that you lose or you go home. So I'm going to win every game here.
I mean, for the international players, like from my point of view, I mean, for all of us as a team, I mean, obviously it's just a basketball game. Like when I was a little kid, obviously, like from the outside looking in, it looks crazy. And before the game, I had like my moment or whatever. But once that ball go up in the air, it's just a basketball game. So, I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do every night and just get one dub at a time. Just see how far we go. You know.
Dalen, Drew Davison, forward star Telegram. You tried out for Team USA basketball, obviously in Fort Worth this summer. What was that experience like, and did not making the team kind of drive you this off season? And just a quick follow on Mike Miles and going up against him during that training camp.
I mean, obviously I was a little hot about it, you know, but it was a good experience. USA U19, just to be on that list I was thankful for even being on there. Mike Miles, yeah, he's a good player. I played against him all my life since high school, before that. And Coach Dixon, I mean, obviously he was the USA coach too, so I mean, I'm familiar with them too. I'm not going to look at this any type of different, you know. I see him this summer, and I didn't make the team. It is what it is. It fueled me for this summer, and just coming back and seeing Azuolas play against USA and seeing Ben playing against USA. I mean, obviously I was rooting for them that time, you know. But, I mean, it is what it is. I give them both their props. They're doing real good. They're both a tournament team. So, I mean, salute.
Scott Miller, New York Times. Azuolas, what is it about Coach Lloyd? He has so much experience coaching international players at Gonzaga, and now he's working. What do you see from your perspective on what makes him click so well with international players? And I have one follow-up, if I may.
I think he's a special coach, and like you said, he has an experience with international players. So I don't know. It was easy for me because he is easy to understand, and he understands me. So we're just on the same page every time, and yeah.
And a question for Dalen: with so many international players on your team, I was looking through the media guide. So many languages are spoken. What is it from your perspective? What's it like being surrounded, having so many players from so many different countries and all coming together?
I mean, it's a blessing for me to even be on this type of team right now, just this young. Seeing everybody talk in different languages sometimes it's funny to me, you know, because I only know English. So Umar, Ben, they be talking in French, and I just be like, I don't know what they say. I know a few words, obviously the bad ones, but I mean, it's funny. So, I mean, even like Zoo doesn't really speak that much. I mean, what is your language?
Lithuanian.
Yeah, that. So
Lithuanian.
him and his brother speak that sometimes, but I didn't even know what the language was. So, I mean, it's just funny to me when they talk in that language, because I can't talk in a different language for them not to understand me. So it's just funny. It's a blessing to be a part of a team like this.
Polly, just to your right.
Jason Shearer, Wildcat Authority. For both of you guys, I was just wondering, what's the most physical team you faced this year, and what was the biggest challenge when you faced a team that is going to try to push you guys around?
I don't see a big difference between them because I think we did a really good job receiving physicality from there. So I don't see who was the most physical team.
I mean, kind of saying what he said. I don't see a team that like stood out that more than anybody else, but there was a few teams that like obviously they were physical, but it was more on us. Like we just didn't bring our physicality that day, you know? And obviously they bring it for a little bit, we bring it eventually, but I feel like with these physical teams, we just gotta just do what we do, stick to our fundamentals.
Saul Bookman, PHNX Sports. Yesterday, Dalen, it seemed like the crowd was hoping that they would, drop a bucket to kind of change the momentum because everybody loves an underdog, obviously, in March Madness. Could you guys sense that on the court, and did that propel you to your run yesterday? And do you expect the same thing to happen tomorrow in terms of the crowd pulling for the underdog?
I mean, obviously, I didn't really think that there was a big difference in the crowd. I thought there was a lot of Arizona fans there. I mean, I seen a little bit of green in the crowd, but I was on the court. Like, I really wasn't paying attention to stuff like that. Only thing I really noticed is when there's red shirts in the stands. So it just is what it is. I mean, if they want to root for the other team, it is what it is.
Middle of the front row, second row.
Alec White, Arizona Daily Star. Dalen, this is for you. Jerseys, where with your guys' names on the back, are now sold in the UA bookstore. What's it like to see a jersey with your name on it being sold?
I mean, it's a dream come true for like I've just been thinking about this ever since I was younger. Just having somebody else wear my jersey and like say they bought my jersey, it's kind of like a milestone, And also, I mean, international guys are getting NIL deals too, so. Now Azuolas can make money off that, so I mean that's great.
Troy Hirsch with Fox 5 San Diego. This question is for Dalen. You alluded to earlier about Tommy Lloyd and the ability he's had to communicate with international players, but just from a basketball perspective and a philosophy and an impact perspective he's had on this year, could you just comment on what he's done this year?
I mean, Tommy knows basketball, and obviously, like, his work shows he's been in basketball a long time, so we just listen to everything he says. Obviously, he's not going to steer us in the wrong direction, so, I mean, he's a great coach. Like, I thank him for everything every day,
Dalen, I was wondering, this is Bruce Pasco from the Arizona Daily Star. Dalen, I was just wondering, with the defense they have, trying so focus so much on keeping guys out in the middle, what kind of challenges does that bring to you as, a guy who's handling the ball a lot, trying to get it inside, and does it remind you of any team you've faced this year?
I mean, we've played against teams that try to keep us out of the middle, but obviously we're just going to stick to our game plan and just do what we do.
Any other questions? Okay, follow up here.
Can I just follow that up? Just Dalen, Tommy's been talking a lot about, he wanted you guys to attack coming to this tournament, playing like you're not defending anything. Do you feel a lot of that, as a guy who kind of brings that energy and is known for doing that? And what's that been like this year, this weekend, excuse me?
I mean, definitely, we definitely have to be in attack mode. And it doesn't really matter what team we're in. Tommy was making that a point across the board that we just got to be in attack mode. This is a tournament game. Like, this is March. Like, anybody, like, it's just March. Like, anything can happen. So, I mean, we got to be in attack mode, and we just got to come out throwing punches.
Yeah, Steve Rivera, All Sports Tucson. Dalen, how much fun are you having playing the point? It looks like you're enjoying it, and Kerr's probably waiting to take over again, but how much fun are you having?
I mean, it's fun. I mean, I played point in high school. But I'm not really having that much fun. I mean, it's just basketball. I mean, I have fun off the ball too. So, I mean, I just look at it as an opportunity that presented itself, and obviously, I want Kerr to come back. Like, I want him to get healthy again. So, because I know when he's healthy and doing what he does, we're at our best. So, I'm just hoping he comes back.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good luck.